Alright guys, here we are. We're going to head into our local Lowe's here, and we're going to pick up something that I have been saving up for that is going to help me in some of the projects that I have planned and that I want to do, and also to improve on my skill set for woodworking. So here we go at the Kreg section, and we're going to grab this Pocket Hole Jig 520 Pro. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up, and I am also going to pick up a clamp. This clamp looks like it'll work perfect for what I have planned for adding a support to a project that I already have, and this will allow me to clamp it on there. So I'm going to pick up this clamp too, and we're going to head back to the bench and open this up. Alright, so here we are. We are back at the bench, right? So let's go ahead, get our knife here, right? Make some room, and let's bring over what we just picked up at the store. And there we have it, right? Our Kreg Pocket Hole Jig 520 Pro with our extra clamp that we got. Alright guys, so I got the 520 Pro. And the reason I got this one from Kreg is because it's a good middle-of-the-road one. I did have to save a little bit for it, but it is better than the cheaper versions that you get, and hopefully this will be a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more rugged, and a little bit more useful. So we got the cutters out here. Let's go ahead and open up our clamp here first and get that out of the way before we open up the big box with all the goodies in it. So, as you see, it does come with a little, I think that's a little 1 or 2 inch clamp, but this is a 5-inch clamp, and it is designed with that little peg on it to hold your wood at a 90-degree angle while you put your pocket hole screws in it. And that little notch here, if you see, fits right inside the pocket hole slot that you screw, or that you drill, sorry. And it holds it together through one of them while you put the screw in the other one. And I already have a cabinet that's like already built that I made that I want to add some extra support to, and that'll work perfect for clamping it on there. So that's why I picked this up. So you can see there, it's automatic adjust to hold joints at 90 degrees. So perfect. This should work out good for what I have planned for it. And let's just go ahead and rip this plastic off of here and see what we got for this this clamp. Right? Looks like it's your pretty basic open and close clamp. There is, it looks like, a little tensioner rod here. Right there, you can see it. And it actually does say on the handle adjustment, and it's up and down. See if I can get it to focus in on it here. Right there it is, auto max adjust, right? So there's your little screw that you spin, and you got your little directional arrow for tighten and loosen. Right, pretty simple. We'll see here, I think, yeah, see, right there on the other side. So you see the plus with the arrow and the minus with the arrow, right there. See? Minus up, plus up, or plus down. I flipped it upside down. But yeah, so there's our adjustments for the clamp, right? Tighten and loosen, plus and minus. Simple. All set, right? Let's get back to the box. Alright, so there's the clamp. We'll get that out of the way. Now onto the box. Alright, so let's go ahead. See if we can take a look here. Right? So we've got the face clamp that it comes with. Right? So I got the 90-degree clamp, which was sold separate, but this face clamp comes with it. It says here, and it's 2-inch. So close. Not quite 3-inch. So that just allows you to clamp your material together if you're joining it in the same direction with the face clamp as opposed to the 90-degree clamp. Alright, let's get this cut off here. Try and cut this open a little bit. Yep, all four sides. Or I guess top and bottom, it's not four sides. Alright, let's see what it says here on the back. This just gives you some ideas of how to use it, how it clamps together, how it clamps the wood down. Right, so the illustration of pocket screws, how they join the wood together. We got a little cross section there. Different ways you can use this. You can rotate the handle, right? You can even take it off and use it, right? Right, here's different ways of how you can use the handle. You can flip it upside down, even it looks like in that first picture, for clamping it down. And then everything it comes with. So there's the clamp, right? Your drill bit, measuring guide. It also has your driver bit. Looks like a couple packs of screws, and then that face clamp that we talked about earlier. So, alright. Let's get to the good part and get to the box. See here if I can adjust the focus here before we open this up. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and find... Did we cut that? Alright, there we go. Let's flip this bad boy up. Alright, so it looks like we gotta rearrange the box here. Looks like we have some instruction booklet at the top, to be expected. And it looks like there's a little shelf here that we can build. Right there. I guess you get free plans with the QR code to build that little shelf. And then there's our instruction manual. Right, so there's our basic paperwork that we can read through and look through later. Let's just go ahead. See here. So that's just going to show us more of what's on other products that Kreg has. And I actually picked up some of those products too. I got the AccuCut. And we'll see how that works too. You'll probably see that in some later videos. But let's go ahead and see what is all in this box here. Alright, it looks like we're focused. So let's just go ahead and see what we got here. Alright, so looks like our face clamp. That looks like your pretty standard clamp that everybody's used to. You got the adjustment knob on the end, the locking release on the handle. It's just got that flat discs so that you can clamp the wood together. So yeah, toss that aside. Open up this little envelope here. I'm willing to bet this is going to be our drill bits. Looks like a drill bit bag, right? Yeah. Is that what it says on there? Yeah, drill bit. To be expected. Get that out of here. There we go. What else we got in there? Nothing? Alright. So just our drill bit for pocket holes. And it does have all the little size adapters on it, if you want to call it that. See if I can show you here. There they are right there. So you got your 1/2 inch, your 3/4, and your 1.5 inch. And that's where you're going to set the stopping ring that I'm sure is in the box here we still have to find, so that we get our depth correct for our pocket holes. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig into this box a little bit more. Set that aside. Let's see what else we got in here. So it looks like some 2.5 inch screws. That's not bad. That's pretty nice. little starter set, and 1.25 inch. So I guess they're saying these are the two most popular sizes that you're going to use, and it looks like they give you a little pack of 50. When you go buy them in the store, I think they come in packs of 100. So you get these nice little stackable containers. Alright guys, so let's dig in here. It looks like here we got the driver bit. So this is your square driver bit here. Yeah, right there, that's just our square driver bit for the pocket screws. So we'll set that aside. And then right here is our stop guide and our measuring. And right now I'm showing it to the other camera, but I lost all that footage from that. That was my GoPro. For some odd reason that took a dump on me and I lost that footage. So now we're just going to edit past this. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take this jig out of here. That should be the last thing in the box. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I did have my GoPro mounted above me, but for some odd reason it crashed, malfunctioned, whatever, and I had to reformat the SD card in it, so I lost all the data. It wouldn't let me pull any of those movies out. So we're just going to have to make do with the one camera that I had left. But that little bag, you just had the little measuring guide for your thickness of your wood and the little stop guide for the screw. So let's get this box out of the way here and take a closer look at the jig. So this is the one it comes with. It's just like a little squeeze clamp. You got the trigger to release it. That's a little adjustment lever. I'll figure out how that works later. It's supposed to be some sort of quick adjust, so you can set for your wood. So if you have a big project and you're using, like, say 3/4 inch ply, you should be able to squeeze it to 3/4 inch ply, tighten that, and then when you pull the trigger release, it'll only come back far enough to allow you to slip a new piece of 3/4 inch ply and not retract all the way back to where you have to pump it all the way forward like this. It should, but I'll play with that more later when I start using it for some other projects. Maybe I'll show you guys that in another video where I'm actually drilling some pocket holes. But right now we're just going to take a look at it and see how it all works out. Right? But it looks like I'm going to have to refocus the camera here again. And there we go. So you can see with the handle straight, it doesn't sit flush. But the handle actually rotates all the way around 360 degrees. Look at that. And there's the little notches in there that it clips into. So you can set it for however you're drilling your pocket holes to make it more ergonomic for you. And again, here's more GoPro footage that we're not going to get. So let's go ahead and skip past this and see what we got coming up. Alright guys, so here it is. That's your Kreg 520 Pro Pocket Hole Jig. Now it is steel reinforced. It's got some pretty beefy steel on the end of it for the clamping pressure and some guide rods going through the bottom of it. But also too, I want to show you another feature is the actual pocket hole comes out just like that. Your jig comes out, okay, and you can snap it back in place. So you can use it either way. If you want to use it in the jig, then you can. But you can also take it out and just use a regular clamp and clamp it right to the piece you're working on, depending on the application and what's easier. Obviously, if you're building something from scratch, then you can just clamp it right into the jig. If you have something that's already built, but you want to add pocket holes to it to maybe make a repair or something, you can take it out and just clamp it to it. Okay, so it takes quite a bit. It takes quite a bit of force to get it in and out of the jig, but it is removable and does come out. Right, so there, just snap back in. Right, and then it does have a little guides on the bottom. Okay, so you can see where it snaps in right there, right there. So your plunger snaps onto your jig, and then it has these guides right there in the bottom. They're actually recessed into the guide right there, and then there's little guides on the on the actual jig itself that ride in those grooves. And you can see as you extend it, it just goes in those grooves. Okay? So, and then you can see the markings on the side for your depth of wood. So let's just go ahead and see if I can't focus this back down, and we'll just go through a nice little recap here of everything you get. So you get the 520 Pro jig, which is very useful, and you'll see that in future videos that I have, because you can use it as the clamp or you can take it out of it. You get some starter screws there. You got your measuring guide, your 2-inch face clamp, right? And then you get your driver bit, and you get your drill bit with the drill stop for your pocket holes. Alright guys, so hopefully this helps you out. You can see what you get with the Kreg 520 Pro pocket hole jig. Hopefully you survived through the video. I know it was a little bit clunky. I lost some of the footage, but you know, hey, click that subscribe button, check out some of the other videos I got. You'll see this soon in some videos using this out, and I will catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Alright guys, so here is the AccuCut that I also told you that I picked up, and hopefully you'll be seeing that in action soon as well.